Hi everybody, welcome to the Dave DiIanni Show. I'm DJ Foster, joined by Grand Valley State head soccer coach Dave DiIanni. Coach, thanks for joining me this week.
Thanks, TJ.
Well, some fun stuff to talk about this week. Your 6th straight GLIAC Tournament championship. We'll talk about that first. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Tremendous accomplishment. Maybe in some ways more so a better accomplishment than winning the regular season outright, because in a tournament you lose one game, you're out. But they've had it 6 years. The GLIAC Tournament, and you've won all 6 years. Talk about that. That's a very nice accomplishment for your team.
Well, I appreciate it. I think our kids have been in tournament mode since losing to Finley. To be honest with you, we knew that we had no wiggle room in terms of losing any points, whether it be tying or losing games. So they've been in that mode anyways, especially with their last weekend going into Ohio. So that kind of continued into the tournament, playing a Northwood team on Tuesday, and going into the weekend, having to win that game to advance to the tournament and hopefully hosting. So I'm really proud of our kids. They've been in kind of that mindset anyways, playing a difficult team on Friday with Ferris State, and then Saginaw Valley on Sunday. So it was unique to be able to have to play 3 games. This is the first time we've played 3 games in a week in the tournament. But our conference grew, so all 8 teams had to play. So I think that definitely showed on Sunday when we played in terms of our legs. But very excited for our kids. It's one of our goals. It's our second biggest goal in terms of winning GLIAC Tournament. We didn't want to help anybody else getting into the tournament. We've worked hard to do it too, so we wanted to try to add that to our resume, and our kids did a good job this weekend.
Yeah, last week when we talked, you beat Northwood in the quarterfinals to move on to the semifinals, which you hosted again this past weekend here in Allendale. You beat Ferris State 4-0 on Friday. 2 goals in the first half, 2 in the second half. First half goals, one was an own goal on a weird play. You can talk about that. Charlie Sosha also scored in the first half. Then Kayla Addison and Alyssa Myra scored in the second half. 22-4 edge and shots. Maybe the bigger stat, you won for the 3rd time this season against Ferris State, which is very tough to do in any sport. And a 4-0 victory, a very good win for your team, puts you in the finals against Saginaw.
Well, I didn't think we played great against Ferris, and again, maybe some of that's the turnaround on Tuesday. I thought what we did very well in all 3 games this week is finish. We're very clinical in the box, things that really, quite honestly, haven't occurred all year. Getting on the end of services, being opportunistic in the box, shooting an awful lot, and a lot of balls getting on frame versus missing 10 yards wide, 10 yards high. So I thought we did that against Ferris as well. The game got a little chippy near the end. Just 2 teams competing, and I think a lot of that's on us. We didn't play very well in the second half. Thought we could have moved the ball better. Milk the game out is what we call it, and learning to play with a lead. We didn't need any more goals. So, but again, thought our kids played really well. Played a lot of people. I played everybody actually, and then the minutes were really low for our girls. So again, it goes both ways, playing each other 3 times. Ferris playing us and us playing them. Difficult, in general, and I thought our kids managed it well.
Talk about coming out on Sunday and making a statement. 4 first-half goals. Ashley Botts scored first for you. I think it's probably the 5th or 6th time recently that she scored the first goal of the game. Erin Hilbert also scored. Maria Brown and Autumn Jacobs. 4 goals in the first half. Those were all the 4 you needed in the 4-0 victory to clinch the tournament championship. Chelsea Parise had to make 7 saves, which is the most she's had to make in a while. But another good victory against a good Saginaw Valley State team. Yeah,
good game. Drago does a great job at Saginaw Valley. I said that to him afterwards. It's just such a battle and a chore to get ready for his team, because he prepares them so well. And all 4 goals, really, quite honestly, we thought we could score those goals on them. And quite honestly, we didn't really have much of a chance to be able to prepare too much for them, because we had 1 day turnaround. So, we watched some video on our game last time we played them, and we thought we could get balls across the box. Their goalkeeper is really good with balls, face straight on, but she doesn't necessarily take chances coming across. And all 3 of those 4 goals were in the air, like services from the width. And the 4th goal was Kayla Addison getting on the end of the ball and being unselfish and finding Autumn Jacobs at the top of the box. So really excited for our kids in terms of how they're finishing. All 4 goals were really clinical goals. Again, I didn't think we played great box to box, but again, some of that I think is the 3rd game in 6 days.
Sure.
And some of it's Saginaw Valley. I think they have some very good players, and they had some seniors that were competing to extend their career.
In between the games on Friday, they announced the all GLIAC teams. You had the Defensive Player of the Year for the 5th straight year, which is tremendous. It was Chelsea Parise, your goalkeeper. Alyssa Meyer won it last year. You had 6 players on the All-GLIAC first team: Chelsea Parise, Ashley Botts, Erin Hilbert, Alyssa Meyer, Kayla Kimball, and UNA Odendahl. I think I remembered everybody there. On the second team, Kayla Addison, Charlie Socia, Taylor Ward, and then Taylor Callan was an honorable mention. 10 players named to the All-GLIAC team. That's a great accomplishment. And you got to be proud of your girls, especially, again, Chelsea Parise, the Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, I think that's a credit to our team in general, how we train and their commitment to what we're asking them to do. And we talk all along, all year about those individual awards are credit to what our team's doing and, how successful our team has been this year. And it just so happens some individuals are going to get some of those awards, and they understand that they wouldn't be getting them if it wasn't for their teammates and the team success. So very exciting. Defensively, that's our number one goal, is to be strong defensively and not give up a lot of opportunities. And Chelsea, I think, deserved that award, or at least give credit for her to get that award. She made some saves this year that she maybe hasn't had to make in the past, and to show that she's even though we don't give up a lot of opportunities, the one or two that we do, she's going to be there for us. Mm-hmm. And she was very consistent this year. Definitely played like a 5th year, senior, and so I'm really proud of her, and as I am with the other 9 who won individual awards.
So this weekend is the regional tournament. You're the first seed, the number 1 seed, so you will host, and obviously they break up the tournament into 2 different brackets, I should say. 5 of the 6 schools are from the GLVC, however, just as was last year, so you're the only GLIAC team in the field. So you will host Bellarmine and Rockhurst this Friday night in Allendale. And then the winner you will take on Sunday at 1 p.m. So you only play 1 match this weekend. You played Bellarmine once. It was in 2009. You won 1-0 on your tournament run there on the way to the national championship. You have never played Rockhurst. So obviously there's not a lot of familiarity with these 2 teams. But talk about what this weekend entails for you.
Well, I think for us, it's getting healthy and getting our legs back, both and physically and then mentally, kind of refreshing. But then the balance of staying sharp, because we don't play on Friday. So we need to put a schedule together where we're going to give them some time off, but we're also going to push the fitness a little bit and try to stay sharp going into the Sunday's game. I think both teams are completely different. Bellarmine plays kind of a 4-5-1 defensive style, but it's not a sit-in defensive style. It's just a structured defensive style, very disciplined, and then kind of counter out of that and play, and possess balls out of that system. So very difficult to break them down. And we know that from 2 years ago, and they're still playing that style. Great, well coached. And then Rockhurst a little bit more athletic, a little bit more push offensively. And then again, we've never played them, so it'd be something new and exciting too. So, and they've never played us. So I think we've got 2 very difficult teams coming to us, and we're privileged and blessed that we got the number 1 seed to be able to get an extra day off. But either way, you don't want to. It's that balance. You don't want to lose some of your mojo and momentum that you've got either. So we're gonna have to do a good job of that this week.
Well, again, congratulations on the 6th straight GLIAC Tournament championship, and best of luck this weekend. Obviously, whoever you get on Sunday, Bellarmine or Rockhurst. But again, another terrific season. 10 players named to the All-Conference team. Another great year for you, Dave. Congrats.
Thanks, DJ.
Thanks for watching the Dave DiIanni Show here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.